At the patch, and I could pass it, and so at the 12th of January 2023, ne Yawada, the Mpensenmpensenmu, you know, bro, my best acquired, Mamma say, Mrini Hontianco Street, now, Oko MPP, Amanyo Konomoa, Openia, Okaho, Dimo Kotini Bipa, Kasa, Edema Partino, Ebi, or shall I say, Yedman. Oko NADMO, National Disaster Management Organization, so on the Kasama NADMO Juma Kono Ghana Hanyina on Kasama for. And I face Oko NDC party Musumo Peniba call what you know or some at various levels. Say member of parliament to Buim constituency for 2 consecutive times. Now as I say, some party Juma. Say on Ghana for and on Muhiano. Na on Tenase, na Enyama pa, ewo NDC muno, on fa and share a year table be ase. Obema na shrine, no mate. Na NDC, openi ba kwa wumwa, omususu sesa omudene ba, ono nebebwa, ma Ghana for one jo mwa, John Dramani Mama so. Obeni so for no aka na honsempa. Idi honorable Daniel Akwasi Ashiamah. Very for more kwaba.
Yeah.
Na mu boko there. Me Carlos mu hia me pa. Ti me hu so bi asha de bia na na opani bai. Na kasama nadmo. Asa bo danger. Oh, you say danger school dance den ka bo na se bia demonstration na strike bia na se BBS no on there one farm money sir, one farm money. Or the Adwene nipa duane nyina ho. Ti oba ya na say na adan. No so afre bibi fashion. Ena de otene ne nsa wo ne wardrobe no ne nsa kan e.
That's it. Akama so mama.
That's it. Na era Georgia Ayisi. And so I don't know. Honorable Ashiamah. And so ne na hofano very much on point as always. Ono say okono mranti ma na okono mranti ma okono nkokromo okono nkokromo okono ze o weda. Ozi say Adwene ho osori a akotena no baabi akra fono no a akɔhye na kra no kubensu no adi na dwongo ne kubensu.
Oh, your friend is kubensu no your friend is.
Me say kubensu.
Na bianca design.
Oh, the man is a kubensu.
Oh, sir.
Momo di from Anana.
Enya be kube.
Na your adjongo so. Oh, I bet the nanusu no time no was sweet twice. I bet me so ne p. Oh, time was with me actually. There is an issue, anchor topics are never discussing, but I know the nam krumpa until utotnia enye debt restructuring, debt exchange program. Nanka individual bondholders enka but say omabeka ho a man crofo PA so na omo de me ya crack say pensioners omo akoto bond omo so they are going to have to go through Sanima with because of this debt exchange program. They are not happy at all. I don't know if everything can be at Chelmo and I say ja era Georgia you see wetin me achechim kaka ma mo ehunu di nti abe because omo nsem no so omo kan no ani say atoto me ti say pani ba ko kaso so e convener mom no na CEO of Securities and Exchange Friends Commission. He's 66 years now. Just say o kan asem no pe me te say me te ne wo radio and TV so say pe na mani atete. I don't know. Is there anything we can do about situations we to say?
Oh, Pato, Minchia, production crew, Honorable Ashiamah, Minchia, her phone. It may be a fishy, I'm a first, on your set. Debt exchange program, debt restructuring. Pato, sabi aban abechirichiri mu a de bedum pempensu ene ekwan ebefa so afim. Na anhyehyɛ a moyɛ ahyase no na say funds be individual bondholders ni normal treasury bills ni short term investment ni nyina nka ho. Enti but as amre no so na pension fund ni other funds no eka ho. Ene ma aban etimi meet target anka or expect IMF expect to show say yes we say why crowd wa ye betimi ni wetu anamo apeso oni ye etu no. Nanso emu ensem sorry a trade union for kasa ye said there be woman ma pension fund ne normal ma aban ni omo kotena ase ko wiase no na che say e was aban etwesan on the touching of the pension fund as part of the restructuring program. Na pato wonim say yes also a pension fund no ye ka over 26 billion asem ne ye ka and in over 26 billion. And individual funds and bondholder anyway around 8 billion. And our buying saying kuwejemu. But yes, I know I to swim. Ama targets na buying person also will meet to so bet me out twice on the IMF engagement na cost taught you know. I say I touch him. And he was buying HNN no a bet me a faso. Na what me a meeting and she no. Ama policy na konanim me nim say enunti na ama ba say ne baby edu no say sign eropu the individual bondholders no into the restructuring program the o come so matete bi mate panin bi akotena US adwuma ba 20 years wabagana wadi over 70 something years ono so okasa na chese bibi e ka akoma. But meaning no me wa say once Dr. Ntwi no security and exchange man no any team no any aban kasa ne de me wa see be progress aban be hu kwan because first one no anka pension fund ni we kan was aban set fund be Bank of Ghana about 15 billion fund and ko the best support to for retirement in the process na say fund no here support and ko mo dia so wo mo fe. But I'm can't see a film completely, no. We are sure still that fund will be there. And it's almost engaging individual bondholders, yeah. Make me who the way forward because I also work about 15 billion support fund or Bank of Ghana. Now we more funding about 8 billion. Pato, there should be a way out. There should be a way out. Many of us say, "I'll be at the 60 years." Papa now caught na US 70 something years. Besides, I say, Ochimedi down here or educrum.
Then there's this woman autumn fruits.
Yeah.
What it in so said your brain on Mpensenmpensenmu ba.
Yeah.
Ebe bread. Into it in more as in kakran. Okodru and Sikan this a chimney amani.
Say there because of the debt issue, you know.
See when Otis Ade will say you ask say buying a funny panel numbers are now for Musenipa.
Yes, yes.
Because government is looking at me, you kind of saying request a bar on buying a day you know. Say I can't say oh yeah said because of COVID-19 we are inviting and expecting you to come and exchange your we say no with safer we say said the bear you beat me a friend then I'm gonna say feeling no said they are dealing with no malice attached, but does the feeling look like they are dealing with human beings and our government is looking at its numbers?
Oh, they know they are dealing with human beings, but the human beings in the year of investments, you know, is dealing with the numbers.
Because you said government, because you said the Indian American government is looking at how to, you know, get the numbers to be fine.
Yes.
Yes. But the numbers, no, you see, using Nipano individuals, no, how they, as a mommy Jane said, government should rather be thinking of a the fufrobi rather than this.
No, and yes, you better prefer say better say money collapse we go so like the banking sector. Say yeah, EJ mu yen hwe han say na net here. And ke collapse bo yen nyina yiti so. Baby edru yi sikasa me hye akwatwe kakra. Kwan ban so na yen nyina be fa ayen hye no bia be sacrifices kakra kakra. Na yetimi ama yen hye sikasa me hye aban say within 2-3 years no obetimi ayesa hye no back. Into 2023, there'll be no interest on it because when Benya is original value back. Because last year, we no nature say, oh, a bond be say 10 cedis, Okojuma, Benya 6 cedis, yeah, will be 10 cedis. And our bank said restoration of the value and then interest pay. I know by 2023. Nti, yen kwan ban so ne betimi afa aboa ban ne nyina yetimi aye sika sem hyehye no ama na di se ne wo so sika kakra wo no ne nyina enkobo kra anyira mfi system no nti ho so ya ade a wo se ye me ye ni ko ho ne ye hwese kwan ban ne nyina be ye nsom ne aye hyehye sika sem no hyehye no na san be gina ne nan so na obi anya ne de a
you know there's other complaints and for and so say government doesn't seem to be doing anything I bet me a for a whom say or no so yen who be for instance sides of government to go far can once my government is not doing anything about it so a man for again say government is telling us say you know to say bite the bullet.
Yes,
but you know government is not doing anything.
Yeah, 30% cut on expenditure for every government appointee.
Everybody in Ghana.
I know a sacrifice.
That is what a cover betia. So if government cuts down on its expenditures, I just say my roads no being trained. It doesn't mean that.
No, the individual ministers and CEOs are all affected.
So, but how about yes. For instance, Ministry of Trade, 3 ministers, deputy ministers.
Oh no, I don't have a mini problem.
Mini problem.
No, mini problem with the call.
Now. It will make people see, say, one kasano, you are doing nyama binuma ordinarily in Kawonye. Ntino kaso bin so nya de bia. Ensheda nya de a ne hojo na nkobeya. We will understand.
Yes, so that call there is in the right direction. Many objection to it. Say, our government will cut it down up from 120 something, I do 86. People still feel say, and some cut down further. Many who problem be a good call. Like Gabine and the big ninja, I say, okay, you better no sa. I say, if you say 30% cut in expenditure. Individual expenditure and collective budget expenditure nina bebuama isika sem hye ne ya managing the year it's also progressive but yankoso eni sa bobo no na yenhwese ne isika sem hye no beba
and after by engagement you know
yes.
Getting the people to understand.
Yes.
I say niema no wo ha putupuru mu ana ba omo say niema no aboboye so time is not on our side here. Then so aban engagement no ya na wo from at least something you see
yeah who yeah on say be patch o say you share engagement na se no ana pato ho mu sem and obi leaky and a creative panic was system no and you see there be enroll no out my problem aba and you roll no out no and you still yeah engagement and my pension group there no you co engage or my nya anti as you say or see ye and safe home and then I make an individual ones so as back no you hear kwan ya you know more engagement me say there say securities and exchange man obi or want as here was a sector no so and you on penny for yeah but send your horsey
time ana omo time ana you know, they were encouraging everybody to say, your investment. Now, one risk-free investment, say, be investing in government for a bond.
Yes.
Risk-free.
That was no, me, Matna, experts now say. Say, that was then. This time, you know, government bonds
until now.
Yes.
Until now.
Because first, not buying to be chest anyhow. So say you to me, yes, sir.
Until now, government bonds were risk-free. But you shouldn't be proud
no,
of it.
yes, in these days.
I see one more time.
Yes, was it?
I see one MPP.
No, it's no. A policy from President Kufuor time, no? They say, "Won't me angels printing skabia keke."
I'm not talking about printing of money.
Okay, yeah.
This is the first time.
Yes.
This is the first time. Yeah, we say be in recent times. The first time I heard bond. Say, you know, haircut and
economic meltdown, baby.
I'm talking about in a part of the world. Yeah, Ghana has it. That's
so
what I'm saying.
There's a problem now. Yes.
That's the first time
COVID about normal basic some echo down. Enti ekwan ben so yes, banking sector reforms over 25 billion you pump into it. What it wasn't part of the budget plan. But one year so our banking sector collapse, economy no collapse.
Anyway.
That's it. Until media me feel say anya de ba boa me esi kasa me hye no aba back na yetimi build your economy no forward.
Asempha Tresofo.
Openi. Michiao.
Enjo so.
Openi so michiao.
Yeah, na
ahwefo ne tiefo nyina me mama official pa.
This year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, this year. 2020.
That's the first time of not for the fun say.
Anyone did you grow?
Yeah. Yo, asema okade. Uhwe TV so kra, anante amanfo nante nyina won se oha wokrum. Oha wokrum pa. Na nenti akoba se ye kasa asem weni nyina ni se. Ghana mpanyifo a yetu abama omo. Omutu mitnasi adie hwambo papa nenti ameka so madie hwambo ni se no ma hye Ghana fo obo se omudie omunime dwuma omu ba be ye dwuma ama Ghana fo ho atom da gidie mu anamo na Ghana fo etuye omutu gidie mu anamo eye bibia se o onipa dasani de ne opea ne ahoto ne nipa dasani pea ne ahoto nti so bi hye ne bose oba beboa ma ahoto aba na brabo mu dia Ghana for diomulas ne nyina awuro omu diomulas ne nyina awuro no na agro no hye asew se ye ndisi for de ene ye mahama de omu si yenye ye nimu adwuma ye ena ye corrupt ena ya bobusia dodo ena mo hye adwuma na se na nko position bi de na nka ye nkasa wo ba ya kasa atu MPP now first you use word bit pato so be say you are taking the loans for consumption. MPP for say there be and when this for mu pesa mu ka say free SHS nye e say no emfa hwema ne say that be onya sana ye no ukọ bobusia esese hu say emre wo ho esese utua busia nti esese ufa sasika no edi ya di be betumi aboa wo emretie bi mu say betumi akotua MPP fo anti asemase kenufura tati na konya so abobusia sa euro bonkwa $13.25 billion. You say, hey, and this ikra muka wa some abobusia no euro bon mu de ole $3.5 billion so inti muna denti na moyesa MPP for say mayen kasa yo atufo simu akasa se tekpe akasa mahama akasa adongo akasa ye techre so asofo so ye techre kitaye political kasa MPP for say abedum Mpensenmpensenmu bi na eka minie no ezaye de wona mabo obusia no sese otua sika no ma ye hwe ye ntumi ntua no we become debt distress we no akoba se IMF ni World Bank for ama wiasi Bloomberg no ama wiasi nyina ate se Ghana dia bebi o mo kadro no mo bia mbo mo busia bio inti capital market no ye ntumi nko that was 2022 se usa ko di euro bond Inti se ye ho akire sa kodu se kenofori ataya sabetina ho a o se odi e-levy di breye e-levy ya ka ho asem se e-levy we de se ne o pese o fa ye no enye o se nti ase ube se kenofori ata she white ni nam krom ba ni trimu odin chebo e je sa asem bi onya ka se obeye o ka dia obeye odi e-levy start here 1.5%. Ewa manfo botom sikam. Ya kaka muso munko IMF. Inka munko IMF 2020 kra ya to mufu se munfa covid isu na munfa nko IMF. Echese akwanya bi wo kwanka ebebu oman no. Kenu furata se onko ni deputy se omunko china. Ebe wi ase no mu no mo ho. IMF susu no eyekuo bi a ukwa akodomo mo a se wentumi ankita osika se na MPP foka se ukọ IMF a ekire se woni medjuma ekire se wo ye ni guaseman omo so wo mo hihye sansihye first one eni se brabe kire se wo se wagye atum se ekamino wo se an ende brabe kire se ne obeya atuaka no brabe kire se ne obeya betuaka no ena kanofori atakofa ni fast ni weni nyina no ohwe bebi obetasi sika free ohwe no na wakobo pension funds ni weni nyina eno mu sorry gina mu nanso se dabi eba mu se na wo kwakofa ye pension sika nti ye ko pension nese a de na ebedidi o ma twen saa ena kanofori ata atwe asan na first o shega na for boss say individual wono mu ankasa edio sika koto bonds no on fa ne nsan kan nti obi agye ato kenofori ato hye ho ato betumi akoti bible at every second on kan okre ni suban ni nti se asem no ne ekosi ye ni se nti se siniti for ni pension funds for se there bi ni weni nyina and individuals and ankra nka okase on fa omu nhye saa haircut no se omu nkowuram minia enukura na sase asem nyina ebam se na se asem nyina because answer na board approval no beba no ne watro no nyina e wo IMF no esese wo se stakeholders no nipa ne sika na obefa enya oban sika o se ne amenu akaye no obi akoye adwuma onu ankasa ayi ni abrabo ho plan obi akoye wa brochire obi aye wo Ghana wayi na abrabo ho plan se aban tumi mboame a mami ankasa mi hwe ne metumi aye aboa me ho ejese aban de na wo oil sika didie na aban de na habo sika e wo ho a odidi fa ho na cars ni line DVL fonu ni aduma bia okrom ha no aban didi fa ho ba ankran no omo ni hwe didi fa ho ntino nipa bombodi atena se ahwehwe se na brabo be e na okoto bond no di hwe ho inde ansa na IMF betumi apene so no this sankrankrofo se pension fund for banks for SSM pene so se o ya pene so na odi krata no ko ansa na benya board approval enu na bobo na iti ba ne waka eye ni se cheke no forata ni MPP ba mia vice president ni ye president na ado omu dwin Ghana for okofo bisika you need a forum a wuni onumu di ensawoso na kasa consultation stakeholders consultation kanofurata nkwanko ura ni dem a ne obo ni trima na wa be ka kire Ghana for e kire se edidi akomutrim se Ghana mu bu no eyo mo abusu ajapade obi akoye ne djuma anya ne sika odi koto bond no wu kotena wu dem pato ni esa ye yinkra ni se omo fra manfo se brabe signing form e wo bank go to your nearest commercial bank and agri bank na ko signing form bond individual bond holders zu ko ho a e die ne wo form mu nkan kire ye omo se omo susu kra na omo ni ntinu information this are free from Minister of Finance aba ube family sika mini want na se ankasa just for the fact say ya to abama na nado and no fancy as a vice president to me FL sika with that proper consultation and no never do ha Pato, Shenie, Papai, Kenofrata, Opese, Onye Ghana for. Obia, Oye pensioner. Why ye Juma san to 60 years? No matter what, Yarwa Bibe won, SSO. And these people have planned and put this money. Say the best hunu. And no na Kenofrata kwakofa. Mfaso nka seseba fiwe papa no ana oba no edi ne pe calculate se no mbo seba manage na brabo no wo soro ko gina TV ni maka se oh afiwe 2023 no mu nya mu coupon rate no mu nya mu coupon oka no tra se bi kafrete for se no nipa gina ho no odwunso with that thinking said nipa sika wo fa no wa bre eno di sika no ko to ho. Now what are the alternatives? Again, they see what Kenya. Sasemi ko Kenya. Dear President Ruto ye. Okati se nanado kati ministerial positions from 125 to 80. What prevent him to cut it down to even 20? They have managed the economy into a disaster position. They have the NPP government and manage the economy way into debt distress. Why are you still keeping those people there? The very people who have managed the economy into a distress position, now sankofa ankrankrosika busumisa now they are trio mukoma didi now ankrankro mutifam ye pensioners there omudo munkonko. What are those people doing at post? Say ye Minister of Trade free hon. Ye the obiashe ho. Minister of Trade enye duma. Take the ministers out. Let them go out. Oma di sikanu bus enfinsia. Amaya kwekam. Into why are you still keeping them there? Leave the individual bondholders and then face your ministers and appointees. I won't say, cut them out so that we make savings there. Who monitors how much? Look, Pato, say in there, Upa minister, Ube to me, minister, we Odise. Say, you need the problem number. Until Odise, we know from the word go, we have saved this money, we have saved this money. But who catch me say, what is your musikaso? What is your musikaso? Muti hoyede. Ministers are magana boka. What is your musikaso? No munya bindi. Na yede. Now, the government is not ready to create unemployment for the MPP appointees, but he's ready to let individuals cause suicide. That is the government that we are talking about today. Let those people go home. No mususunu sika obema mukakranu. No musambe taw bond. And no musankodo. You are keeping them at position, and the individuals who are not enjoying any salary, they should suffer. That is the problem that we have today. So Nanado must apply Ruto strategy here. Let the people go home. They are all Ghanaians. Omuna mwadi ama sikanasa. Anaye nyina na yadi na sikanasa. Bedi awadi ya drunu eye. Udi ya ko asaye ya. Yepesa fremu. There is no problem about this.
All right. So minim say obo bisus nyasa dey enko inflation no.
Oh, baby ke to be. Mr. Pato say sabe oka timu a na ehfo kire oka aka.
Oka omega so oye chauvinistic.
But we been ya what me for because they say no mass first na ya omun kaka papa but they say omun kaka they be it mate unia waka but yeah for the optics of it me know ya adwe pato say bia ne century ne asenso de ma say okay ya ti aban so abasi SN signals be but no kure wo mu no say so sika he and you bet me save about 8 billion you bet me the ama individual bondholders yana so and also ya dia me hwe but the significance of it bema abotoye mne no man dey very important yes and am cash as no so abante numbers no so all the best is okay we say good signal say ye wo mre emu odin mu enti anamontu ayetu ni but so utu sa na mo no automatically betimi ama yenye sika no ama sankofo yi because what here at you see mpanifo no bi no ka say free SHS kra muntwam so all the flagship programs muntwam na wo mo benefit a sabi efie abusua bi e wo ba bia secondary school kra obi amfi abusua no mo da till free SHS buy no wo mo sanko mo dadam eno ye yi but wakumaka yate menim say aban enkitamudie no ekoso ena nkofo yi a yebubo wo mu di omo ye nimdifo a wo mu nim that environment ken so ewom oni wo mu ebekasa na ye hu kwan wo za menso meka say 15 billion na nka wo mu so wo mu de beboa yi no ada ne entwa ye ni nkohwe ho ne hwe say kwan ben so ne betimi de aboa individual bondholders yi na wo mu 8 billion no 15 the adults see it and ameboa and ye be ya ye mo assurance okay ye muka ho but wo hie ska na aso hwan wo hia no ska bi wo hafoto bi wo ha e betimi de asomo mfe once we make progress so and say mo subscribe to the exchange program na ye ko ye nim no mo betimi access musika no e bia quantum a open enye na obenya na last one look obia wo ye investment market o diska koto ho nim say there risk inherent sabi wo be ka say wo ye investment even T-bills cry nim say is the safest near you know cry no there are some risk inherent and government money
but this one
now what's all this kind of go aban besia aban so mu ma aban so ye obebi o ye going concern o ye eno ma eti se bibi to aban and the business o ye no bibi to e bia revenue oji we nya ne no ma e betimi affect we yi no emre no bi na ewo mu yi so eti affect obia e na aban se enhwe kwan ya e be fa so a wo sika na e be bo ho ban enso ye kɔ yanim no aban oman no so ye ho be hia ka e be hia kakra na aban governance no etimi akoso na obi adi yi eno ni we no ahonyanya de obi a wo mu sesei so but ye wa rehemu say sabe ye be film nhihye a ye fi banking sector we no ye be ye nhihye fi we so mu but ministers we no there sabe how much will it contribute the significance is there but a bit me contribute to isika significantly a bit me difference
it will show that government cares.
That's so
it will show that government cares.
For the optics it
will just help people
empathy. No but what do you say those people are not working?
The despondency in town is super.
Yes.
And the resentment bebre aba nti anytime you demonstrate say the cost no mean so me fa ho no
so why take 30%? You say the my salary 10 cedis, near to me 7 cedis. I say I'm not making and multiply it by that. Na her savings are as against nipa 10 and not 20. I'll be year fee when which one is me? You feel I don't have a problem with it.
Both,
yes.
Both.
Yeah.
Cut down 30% and cut
downsize. Yeah, of course. No, I buy better reshuffle. My better reshuffle. And definitely.
Now your inflation is 54.1.
Yes, Pato, I worry.
The highest since 2001.
Yes, I worrying because yenu animal mreso na na ye na inflation be but bibi enim ni se ntia e ba sa ye ka global issues na ya na nkofo ntiase me ne nyina me nim se inflation e be kosoro kakra because exchange rates na de ye no na enya de ketua na fuel pricing o hwe we na as sectors that involve enya inflation higher than these 54 sectors e be the housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels about 82.34%. Na waba furnishing household equipment. No ma bebre aye import no. So okay, as I'm talking my imported inflation was high. And he say yes nipa no so o de okofa no ma no buy no de beto so amaye meboa. And ti ni nyina ka ho e na dollar no nya ye pa na fuel e ka ni we a e be affect ye. And me nya surprise. But me sure say January inflation be down because of the impact of CD we dollar na CD no peja ni mu kakra no nti impact e say dwadifo kraka so mo reduce wo mo no ma ne no ma nti
trickle down.
Yes. Nti that will have the effect in January. Because that time December.
I was say year because me can say
yes.
And
but yet so ebi mu omo am kasa kire wo mo nkofo na say baby me bitie ebi nso kan say no omo afa no this is our stock no sansa na no and it makes economic sense and business sense nti ho na me feel say yes apoa 54 yi de me fa ne say that's baby e was helping next month, this month, January, call beyond 54, I'll be surprised because normal started back down, fuel pricing and co. Almost contributed bigger to the inflation computation. Inti I did a hard day. You know, I am saying ya bedum Mpensenmpensenmu, but normal started buffer me expect say inflation be say down. And mommy besides
the prices of transportation 71.4
yes
versus 63 previously.
Yes.
And fuel so 82.3 as against 79.1
you see
previously. Food inflation 59.7% versus 47%.
That's non-alcoholic beverages and
non-alcoholic beverages. I can't the bar bedroom. You know,
and Greater Accra records the highest, followed by
alcoholic beverages, tobacco, narcotics. Adwene and
Dinina aka ho a adwene do some pempe so enya de ye mu awrem bet pato emre so ayewo mu no nyemre pa bia nse ye ka bond holders
you mentioned furniture
furniture
and after recreation so can energy and so can sports and culture equipment household equipment maintenance but you identify why don't we have? Is it the skill that we don't have? You beat me because we think problem they only identify the bar. Finding solutions to it.
Oh no, say no na make say don't say as I started back down. Definitely be impacted on the January computation. So because you say a normal course, I think is it from July or so. In fact, last year, I say na I say 11 no my empany ma investors who said there be budget na engine tum ya appropriation how do you move and you almost started withdraw more investment okay say you know
and it's affected are you trying to insinuate minority for normal inflation?
Oh no. Me patch say cost of living normal boy. Yes, into my investors.
That is what triggered
panicky. They became panicky.
You are saying you say minority.
Oh no, it affected the economic environment last year.
So the whole
thing was part of it. Yeah, it was part of it.
So it is the minority. Why are you afraid?
Oh no, why do you say it's there?
No,
you see. We would the bar me mwa ye and uncle for both. So but ultimately no
but
a delay. No, it's part.
No, overcome, but that's also
that means me come as a man, but say on would me we must take responsibility. Me can say me this one no kubu bisa there be yen she the buy and see there be sad we anyway there so and ma who call system no my investor said there be say near tie there ma me ntwi me sika na me fa go baby and another one so boy the US dollar
engagement there what it is
no dollar issue, you know, so U.S. economy investment was the people were moving their monies to the United States because the honor interest no cost good man for and you if Ghana and all the question he was okay. Central bank increase the prime rate no cost ruby breeze. Do you get it? To attract but it wasn't investors financial analysts say it worked. But once inflation, I could do 54 no there. Sometimes gives me worry. Say, but me I wish you say because of the effects of dollar and the fuel price and no a bit me a normal better 2 year inflation be buffer.
As a better awful.
Opinion. What's the inflation?
54.1.
54.1.
From 50.3.
That was it. Inflation, some I can. Yes, I can send inflation city and never did buy. Fine. But answer na because assumption. Me catch rate you for my to say. Banking sector cleanup near Kenoforiata there. It is a wicked and a scammy one. Oye Ghana for. Eba Musen na Mahama Emma liquidity support to the banks to the tune of 6 billion. And na Mahama free a buying soon a buying for say ye pay ye sika. Na se upe usika a buying as uncle for more than 6 billion. There be what close banks way. A month for aqua him, people were unemployed. At the back of it. And I can say, in the name of 6 billion Ghana citizens, Wakobo Busia 25 billion. Do this mathematics and ask yourself whether we are not being led by a scammer. If that 6 billion is the problem, for which you are borrowing 25 billion Ghana citizens, why won't you let the 6 billion be there? And then you monitor them to pay you. Now, in the name of 6 billion, Wakobo Busia 25 billion Ghana cedis. What are you telling me?
Letting the 6 billion be there, not saying. How do
they say, what more this kind of? What are more please?
Letting the 6 billion.
I am sure you've seen what prevailed in the court with Adwene. These people are scammers. No. Let me make the analysis for you to deduce. Let me make the analysis for you to deduce.
Something that has gone to court.
What is this?
I'm a court, after court, through court process.
Everything about court, mommy analysis, court analysis. In the name of 6 billion. Now, at 2 force and send no TI.
92, over 100 million.
Okay. How much did the court charge him? With the interest, almost 90 or something million.
No interest.
No. A buying judge no cassette. So they make. Say 90. Now, how many banks were closed? Let us look at that. How many banks? Multiply that or factor it into 6 billion and tell me whether these people are telling us the truth. It is a tuition is say 200 million kra. Multiplied by the 9 banks that were closed. How many million is it? So if you are telling me, say, Oma the 6 billion thing I will close your man. You know at we say Eco Bank wa checks the cra buying G yet. Oma sets omo G yet.
Until say omo D say.
Me say we are doing argument on 6 billion. Near woman say at we say cra be can sika wa triama ban. And son omo G 90 billion we. It is
92 million.
92 million. Okay. Million. Yeah. Sorry. 84. Sorry. It is 92 million. Multiply 92 million. Fanu say he is the biggest catch. And now Oman can't say onu na adisika no aburu so ana say onu mom na adikitwa na ne aka no man fa omo nkoko tisa. Then how is the current government trying to get our 6 billion for us? So on the premise of Adwene, on the premise of Adwene, ya Gino 92 million no. 92 million. Now multiply that by the 9 other banks are close. You can say average ombejo be 92 million. So how are we?
Difficult.
Because and one thing I make you say that is the reason why he needn't go and take 25 billion. Say a difficult because some of their assets were confiscated in the name of that 6 billion. They took it. You get a buyer for. But in the end of the day, no, you can say 6 billion. Oman can say 6 billion.
Only a people's depositor, you're saving.
A dying cry, a war airport, UT Bank was as I need
the 6 billion, not almost say Crawford.
Somebody can buy. No. I buy, say, we wa be jisika udika intinu yesizi bibia na ya tia workers no
so
depositors no into waji checks
there was a boho buy anya de obi adi aye kwaje into o mat now say emfa to esi enge
no ne make to say da bia be fa say wuji ni dan do you get right and other assets but in the name all these things are inclusive in the 6 billion say wudi tia ohuka wudi tiuka do you get right deposits say sika wo checks are waji ka ho and a dining properties ni nyina wo why will you so by the end of the day no say this sika a dining sika properties ni sika 86 billion man does it make sense for the minister of finance to go and borrow 25 billion? That is my question.
Inflation.
Does it make sense?
Inflation.
Why would you mean wase?
Me yanti.
And now free yes, because UT Bank say no NIB and airport. UT Bank and properties no. So these are some of the things. Now, me personally trade with this head cut, no, are buying first what destroy banking sector or say NDC fine. Now, say a circle security. How do you expect the people to have hope in government security going forward? And how do you expect Ghana with each citizen best support here by? The inflation issue here, they say, ama obia kwa him. And let us look at the ripple effect here. When the prices of goods are high and raw materials are high, what happens? Especially so in the front of the manufacturers. You get it right? Into material ni boye dia. Niemeka say as an manufacturer ni say, and instead of buying 100, you say metal 50. And yes, sir. So that I continue. Now, if I buy 50 bags of materials instead of 100, when I get to the factory, then it means I must reduce the labor. I must reduce the labor force because nipa dodo a producing material use material for 100 bags. Say me here mubu. Inti say no me say nipa 50. Me katiaba 50 from 100 to 50. So straightforward, you have created unemployment among the camp of the employed or those who should be employed. Then you realize that the people who you have sent home, now they don't have income. And those who are even working, the disposable incomes of the citizens no are coffin. A mindful bebre aqua. But with the amount of money in Canada by Bobusiano, the economy should have been open to take more people. Now the inflation, depreciation of the cedi, all these things, depreciation of the cedi, they say almost 9 cedis cry. Mahama time no na saying na mudidi natem. How was Mahama's own debt? How was Mahama's inflation? 15%. MPP for kasa. Today they are telling us that 40 crown as 50 crown ebeba from to 10 and now because that was the promise. That is what we are asking the people. So these people have actually scammed us and put us into distress. And the whole nation is suffering. Businesses are suffering. Workers are suffering. You cannot produce more and you cannot take more people. Meanwhile, the unemployment rate is increasing day in, day out. Meanwhile, we are financially distressed. We are burdened with huge loans and debt. This is where the NPP people left us, or they are going to leave us, or they are keeping us today. That people are suffering. What of their economic analysis can tell you, say, you can have a breather tomorrow or the next year? There is nothing to tell you that.
Do the trick?
The IMF has given that all this we are doing now is a conditionality. IMF is just coming. Look, Sika Kenuforiata Bobusia, Eurobond quite 13.25. Now you are going for 3 billion. What? IMF is just coming in with credibility. Say na amount for be say say na mo ahihye muniama no betumi akomweni. So that is the trick. No, I said that is the trick that is going to come. But that trick will not play into individuals' pocket where you have been sacked and the inflation is high and the the policy rate is very high. and the interest rates are high. How are you going to oil this economy within the shortest possible time? IMF is good. That is why we asked them to go earlier. They refuse. NPP refused. Into baby one, then IMF will come. It will do the trick. Fine. But the person who is denting the economic fortunes of this country is Kanoforiata. No baby oti hono. Ama se bibian koso. Eche se wa kasa. But last year America train Obiani say, so you seek out to data banker, go and take your money because these people they have money. Go and take the money. But it is your fair. Money. It is very fair. It is. No, this is I am at me. My catcher me back. Me back. No wait. Oh yes, sir. Unim say banking wrong. The moment a man for panic with say yeah, who me back. No, this is somebody's business. I am advising those or not you, those whose monies are there. No. Go and take your money. There is fire on the mountain. Honorable, if you do this, you are hurting somebody's business. Was UT hurt? Was Papa Pesudu hurt? Were they hurt? Somebody's money. Go and take your money. It is your money. Go and take your money. It is your service.
Emre be woman.
Omuyema Unibank no dey
US akomre mu pen 1939
go and take your money.
But I'm bounce back. Oh, we are sisi kasem hye emre ne mre ekosoro na abafom and so wo mu kabom eyen hye e ma wo mu film. Oh, even before recent time 2007 and okay, there was another meltdown. Economic US SFA pa ye cry affected 2007 to time okay. Kufuor be fiso no e can be crown yes a hit here hand so those are the issue amra ye wo mu ye besre sabe size data bank ne no mko yi ne no my collapse a ochina bi what is happening nipa o mu ye adwuma what happens to ba mesra wa liquidity support wa ye de ma o mu me amante de o kai na se o
unti
ne di okeka fa president Mahama support sa banking way no report 2015 there was a report the man who ya no yiska I understand it's hovering between 6 to 8 billion.
It's 6 billion.
How the support
it is totally 6 billion na yen fresh
support wo mu wie no omu timi gina wo na so e bi the offshore investment was Sierra Leone no my diamond business no man
0200.
Those were the issues. It's in the fire, and that's the banks now collapse. If you was here taking over,
I'll come back to you. Hello. Abolo, the common sense man.
Ato Nyamisho. Let me brother George say onto nebu. Mema bushafo wo nyina fishapa. Me brother Ashiamah nanu mishiano stadium. Na fishapa na pato and the emi de say me bra George wo na no si na oji mi number o mi usi uni number no nti na o di number na ma me because MPP no de musu pato na asema me bra Ashiamah kai say data bank samafo ekwa kwaje o musika kwa munya nti enya no na o kan bibio o nti be pato kenu data isa selesina na Akufo-Addo ebi amamo ni kono media manyanti yesi IMF sa ishisheye na kenufuri atadiba se gidi agana fowo ewa aban mu aye nim se aban na edi esika koto ni ho a ebi a yesa ensifom na enne aban na mu esa fa yesika di ma ye da ekwenim pension esa akwa abrocha kwa bobra edi sika abeso aban sise edi sika abo aban busua na aban mu na si waboka IMF fo si kenuforiata ni mo pushi we ya enya ade ombebe kwa aboa ye nche betre kenuforiata onye nyamapa na IMF ikrokwa si criticize of the government water ministry ni yemfa she we housing asi yemfa we sanitation ni nyama enche local government asi yemfa railway ni nyama enche road ministry asi yemfa bi shisha na Kenufuriata trade minister resign now they are coming Kenufuriata agriculture minister resign so come Kenufuriata amemwonu Kenufuriata e vice president yego amama tutamamu tan president mu bibia Kenufuriata na nado isesele yesi Kenufuriata anyina na usiri Ghana for say ye ka wo ye ni mo yesi mampam waso nti asem nti say ya onu nyame adwuma pato.
Okay, 0200-854-255. George, we're on our floor.
Yeah, and and an American. Say near all corner emotional. Sabi, I say, Ahoyan Semene no man. Me say, Emwa. We could unisika de bounce back data bank here. Sa investment avenue CB. There are other strategic African security. Yes. The other we former deputy minister the. Minister of State, the Adwene, also will be almost fine. I
am far by one, so Abai
Pato,
Governor.
Pato, good morning.
Good morning.
Mitia Bajafonina.
Yeah.
Pato, I am Mr. Futu Honabwa Shadi Magana Pua, only in economy, doing one in Tiatia.
I mean, you'll be uncoin. Let's say, maybe son.
Pato, men's gold, any papo here, now I Ghana for Ethical Remu, yet no bit to your Pusaya, and Kaufi Sanka, Etika, and Kaputika Papo Rao.
Aha, so what I'm saying is that, says Sadia, say, Sano Ghana and Boy. Say, I say, yes.
Enu apato uje abayi otisu ekwenye abayi basu cleaner pesticides obayi ya o collapse banka na ehia tikaka tikakuma di no mudi survive na odi tika emu odu edi collapse bank ya pato waka sense asese incentroni nu udi nu kula wonti ase it is not interest ben pa na abayi wo mu ti a ofa pa ya ponisu e collapse Ghana poa omo establish bank and then time for boni nyina ya unemployer omo tifia ebi mu adani kaya yofuo ebi mu eto indomie ebi mu adani cow watching bay eyi oh it abai we ekwaye wafasu enye Ghana has a unemployment rate one kasa into honorable George yo ti we ya ene nyame adum na ba ya ba ene wanye aduma oye nti ade no nsu maye musole amuti moye one district one factory nsu de bia unemployment na suru na eko nti ye besira aban aka omu 1.5 year omu befira akonya so omu tutu nyama papa jondamani mahama ye ya odija omu a ene oma sei ni nyina no ye besira ba besite ni nyina.
But I say, Abai say, although I didn't say, Abai 0200-854-255. Abai say, many honorable Ashiamah, could have been in coin. I say, I'm on phone call bank or call Geo Musicana, make us say, and the panic withdrawal, but Sadia and so a collapse.
Bank bien,
because I just can't saw the investment. To know what, Sicanin now, into Nipan GP Koha, about for however, I was just trying to draw his attention to it. But Joe didn't for call free.
A friend Johnny Frefi Kukwasi.
Ibrahim Yetil.
Johnny Frefi Kukwasi.
Oh, Johnny Yetil.
Yeah. We were said, Nanado, Cecilia, the Odi Ghana for we're disappointed Ghana for to the sense, Finance Minister Nanka, or Mpensenka, on free, on any position to honor. Or send the Trade Ministry as a canon. It's Mpensenmpensenmu said the whole of MPP no omuni obia obehwe Trade Ministry. I say obianka opise omusinka the modimo enye yinka onkon wasandi another position man. Ni minti asiu. Ni se ne nanado eye MPP no mi Sroma party no. The Sroma party no in future. So obayina zinya on sanfa agric ministry so enka no. Sir, Matis agric minister so resign. On for agric ministry no and sanka oforiata on em say just around manage the whole Ghana affairs. Where's now would the party not would the Ghana for you not them. But only nyame nyaduma.
That's it, Johnny. Jose about confer agric we say so. Now when just had an confer fan said the president did it to spite Ghanaians.
Oh, Debbie. On the relationship between finance and trade. Yeah. Oversight. The constitution, deputies immediate authority to take over. So and that position is a cabinet position. It be a cabinet to have oversight responsibility. Now only deputies now yet.
But then you're not going to cabinet minister.
Oh no, it's a relationship. You know, the man say once I will whisker so trading so and this say close. I oversight. Don't appointing new minister in no time.
But hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Answer,
Ayo, Mpacho Udin, they say.
because Joseph, Mekasafi Mamudi.
Mpacho Udin, they say.
It's your friend Joseph.
Oh, Joseph, it's you.
Mekasafi Mamudi.
Mpacho Mati Uncle.
Mekasafi, say the advice no my say young call yes cow bank. Correct. Because my own say made kundu. Omusika can be bra au ubili musuku actually. It advice no my area. You could not pay what kind of straight you call me. Good advice, good advice. Mukama bibiaba na abaya petai antara mo na mukuta ayi first studio ni aya mutumun kana kware ya tia ma fosika ogana asa obianka shi wezu wa my advice yon ko yi sika musida bi yon ko
let's go
uni wadi ko yi wadi so no bi so ko yi ya ni na yo ko yi adi
Martin Joseph
compare munjaya
Martin Joseph.
Christmas no mo se workers enko. Say no ma bie na anu. Nti wo sika ho a, ona koye bia afa na obedi wo Christmas. Mi ka we am body
dividend bia.
Mi see that be say baby ade no ko nipa no andi Christmas wo. Workers na nko. Nti say no ma ba. Nti na mi ka kire tiefo. Kona kodi usika we dey eboni ben man ka so munko wia e uko wia ye be chew say ye wo dey akotro check na ji usika e ye wa usika
at the time I am mature, yeah, unim the consequences. Inti, Asmas there no more, and so people were threatening. No, the debt restructuring didn't confront us here. Now, I'm threatening workers, you know, and Omar said they should work from home until they are back. On by BBA engagement or investment or BBA, Ubinyanti and it to be protected. They will engage you and advise you on how to take it.
Right.
Risk a politician may catch or die sorry before so man. A blue so when I know.
What were you there?
Maybe save you. I'm time I want go now. I save you.
What's Kolan investments? No, data banks yes, catch them here. E-Park and fund no Kolan investment.
Juma Dino and Emroy.
I'm sure we are out
Watchna Anopanso.
Wine bank or Isika.
The spirit of investment in the youth. Very good.